Assalamu alaikum. This is Yusuf and this is Ayub. And if you are benefiting like we are from the classes and the ongoing programming and tuning into the Sunnahfollowers, please donate. Let this be an ongoing Sadaqah Jariyah on your behalf. You're helping the kids, the converts, and everyone seeking knowledge. And it's a wealth of information every day you tune in. Don't forget, you are being rewarded for your generous donations to keep this programming on air. You know, just like what you're hearing, put your dollar where the dollar's at, right here on Sunnahfollowers. Don't forget, donate. Right here to Sunnahfollowers and Sadaqah Jariyah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Message from Sunnahfollowers. This is from Sheikh Saleh. We need to unite. Sisters, wear your hijab. Wear your beards. Be proud of your beards. Stay home, stay in your home. Stand up, unite, and stand for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's right, Saleh. We all should stand up in solidarity, not transgressing the limits of Allah, but standing together with patience and understanding. This is Sunnahfollowers.
With dignity, humility, and balance.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Listen, we are in dire need of donations to keep these shows running and available for you 24/7. So that means when you're in the car, it's available for you to listen to. Whether you're at work, streaming, playing a game, it's available for you to listen to. Growing your deen and learning about the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful different topics of Islam. Listen, one of the heaviest deeds that could be placed on your scale on the Day of Judgment is Sadaqah Jariyah. Yes, I know, I'm trying to build deeds daily. So you can too. So listen, feel free and please, from the bottom of your heart, donate to this wonderful cause, wonderful website and platform to continually push out shows that will benefit you and the Muslim Ummah. Yes, you can donate by going to the Sunnahfollowers.net website, pressing the Donate tab. You can also scan the QR code in YouTube on the far left top of our videos that are streaming. Listen, guys, this is very important, and take this as important. We want to keep this programming available for you 24/7 so that you have access in your car, anywhere you choose to tune in to this wonderful programming. Yes, guys, it's all at your disposal. So listen, feel free to donate. Once again, remember, Sadaqah Jariyah, one of the heaviest deeds on your scale on the Day of Judgment.
The Muqasid Tafsir.
Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end, pursuing the higher aim, learning the meaning of every page? Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end?
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers presents a new class, the Muqasid of Tafsir, being taught and brought to you by Ustada Layla Nashiba. Please stay tuned, streaming on all major platforms, right here on channel Sunnahfollowers. Assalamu alaikum. Get to know your Lord. First part of the Right Belief series by Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid. This dynamic literary work of art's main goal is to revive an understanding the names and attributes of Allah. And understanding the name and attributes of Allah will elevate our faith, strengthen us, and keep us steadfast. This wonderful book is now available in an audiobook format and
can be found free of charge on YouTube, channel Kareem Abu Zaid. Get to know your Lord. You have nothing to lose. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, is a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side.
In alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulullah. I want to welcome everybody to the first class for today, which is our Aqidah class. And for this class, we are focusing in on the works by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid, his series entitled The Right Belief Series. And again, for those of you who have not yet purchased this book, please go to Amazon.com. You can pick up the copy of this book for just $19.99. In fact, get the whole series if you can, because when I complete this book, I'm going to go back to the first one, which is Get to Know Your Lord, which is the advertisement you've seen. That's in an audio book as well, but the audio book is not going to be of the benefit to you like the holding the book in your hand is. So please pick up the whole series if you can, because this whole entire series is part of our curriculum here at Sunnahfollowers. And also, as I put in the advertisement too, I'll be teaching the Muqassid Tafsir, the Muqassidic Tafsir series of his as well, and that'll begin inshallah in a couple of weeks. So for this class, we've been speaking about the importance of keeping our Muslim identity while living in a world, a society that does not believe in Allah, a society that could care less about the fitra of anything. Except, in fact, this society is more concerned with the desires, the human desires, the desires of the self, as opposed to anything else. So it's hard for us to maintain the balance as a Muslim when we're surrounded by people and who don't care about anything but what feels good to them. The people may look at us as being strange, look at us as being different, because, you know, we try to practice self-restraint in all facets of life. So, you know, that's the reason why Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid put this series of books together, you know, because it's hard to maintain your Muslim identity. It's even harder to fulfill the purpose that Allah created us to fulfill, which is worshiping him, when we're surrounded by people who don't care about Allah, who don't believe in Allah, even though they say they do. So today, what I'm going to do, we're continuing with this chapter of the book. We're on page 334, I believe, of the book. Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid is going into detail about the importance of incorporating an Islamic curriculum, you know, in your masjid. You know, we should try to have classes that focus on, you know, Tawheed, and also try to establish our own Muslim schools. And he's been going in detail about how a great Islamic curricula should be. And today, what I'm going to do is skip to the part where he speaks about mentorship. And I really like his ideas and words about mentorship, because this is something that we've gotten away from in the year 2024. He refers to it as the revival of the mentorship. Okay, subhanallah, what a great idea. Our Muslim youth, they need to be companioned. You remember how when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated from Mecca to Medina, you know, he put a companion together, a person from the Quraysh and with a person from the Ansar. Okay, I really like that. And for us today in 2024, it's good to have, you know, mentors for our children and for ourselves, for each other. You know, that's a great idea, that if a sister converts to Islam, when she comes to your masjid, you know, you appoint someone to be her mentor. I'm not talking about no man to be her guardian to get married to her. No, no, no. Marriage shouldn't come first. Marriage should come after this. It's all about getting their akida together. So for the new shahadas, you know what sisters are going to mentor them. That's another committee that we should consider creating, a female mentorship committee and a male mentorship committee, a youth mentorship committee. I believe that the masjid, the masjid down the street from where I live, I was looking at their website, they have a mentorship program. And I said, well, that's nice. They have a youth mentorship program and they have an adult mentorship program. And their adult mentorship program focuses in on new converts. A sister comes to the mosque, you're going to pair her up with a sister who's been Muslim for a while, who understands her religion well, who can show her, teach her how to pray one-on-one, teach her how to dress one-on-one, spend time with her, showing her the adab or the manners of the Muslim. So I really like how Sheikh Kareem Abu Zayd brings this up. And let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen and we're going to review it. It's something that you guys might want to try in your Islamic communities, or even, you know, on your websites and things like that too, because he covers how to do it in the digital realm as well as the real world realm. So let's put the PowerPoint up on the screen and take a look at this. Okay, hold on. And please take screenshots for the children who are watching. Have me on the big screen TV, so that way you can see the PowerPoint better. And also for the kids who are watching, their parents, use your cell phones to take screenshots so the kids can print everything out. Print my PowerPoint out at the end of the class, staple it together and attach it to page 334 of the book. So let me put this down for a second so I can screen share the PowerPoint in my, here it is, the Zoom room. And then now I'll screen share with you guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you, inshallah, that should be it. You guys should see it on YouTube. Yeah, I like how he refers to this as revival of mentorship. How to teach and implement Wala Wal Bara. Okay, a great suggestion is to go back to the way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did things with the mentorship. So let's take a look at this and see what Sheikh Kareem is speaking about here. And he starts off by telling us, in today's fast-paced and increasingly complex world, there's a renewed interest in mentorship. And this resurgence is due to a recognition of the vital role that mentorship can play in our faith and teaching the religion and all of that. Okay? And he goes on to say that mentors play a crucial role in preserving and protecting the fitra of those whom they mentor. And that's something that we need to really consider in this day and age, where secular ideologies and material pursuits are pervasive. Okay, a mentor can help you and I to maintain a strong connection with our Islamic identity, especially with the children. If the kids had mentors, this would help them to maintain their strong identity. And in turn, this will help to cultivate and nurture their fitra. So this is something that I really, really think is a great idea. In fact, for the masjids, to have a mentorship committee, mentors for the youth, mentors for the new Shahada women, mentors for the new Shahada men. This is a great idea. I want you guys to ponder this verse of the Quran where Allah says in the interpretation, the meaning, there has certainly come to you, meaning all of us, a messenger from amongst ourselves, and it grieves him to see that we have suffered. He's concerned about our souls. He's concerned about our guidance. And this applies to those of us today too. Remember, I've shared with you the stories of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions. One of the Prophet Muhammad suffered with anxiety. Like most all the prophets, he suffered with anxiety, not social anxiety. He suffered with general anxiety. He used to worry all the time. And one of the things that he was anxious about and worried about the most was us. He used to ask Allah, what's going to happen to my people, the ones I haven't met yet? And that's how Allah sent down all that information about the signs of the last hour, how this nation will divide. All of that was sent down as knowledge to the Prophet Muhammad because he was worried about us all the time. And when he heard how most of us would deviate away from the true Islam, only a few of us would be clinging to the Sunnah, that really pained him. And that's when he said, good news to the strangers. So our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was worried about us, just as he was worried about his companions. For his companions, he mentored them. He was their mentor. Okay? And in order for mentorship to be effective, we have to understand the purpose of it. Number one, it's to bring people together, okay, to help them to handle the trials of life together and to show that they're not alone. So that means you have to have a sense of trust with the person that you're mentoring. And the person that you're mentoring should feel safe in your presence. In other words, no molestation. That's a big problem today. Muslims, you entrust your children with a Muslim to guide them, and you find out the Muslim is sexually molesting them. We don't need none of that crap. It has to be a person that you can trust, and there should be respect between the mentor and the mentee. Okay? And this entails listening to each other. This entails keeping promises, being reliable. This entails demonstrating concern for the mentee's well-being. For if you're going to be a mentor, you have to be compassionate like the Prophet Muhammad was. He was compassionate. He was concerned about his people, his followers. He was reliable. He was someone that they could trust. So all of those traits have to exist in order for there to be an effective mentorship. And again, we have to understand when it comes to appointing people, and this is for the masjids, when it comes to appointing people as a mentor, they have to be aware of the objective. The primary objective of mentorship is not just to transfer information to people, but to also give knowledge and understanding to the people. You know, remember I tell you guys all the time, there's a difference between knowledge and understanding. Knowledge is simply memorization. Understanding is when you take what you've memorized and act upon it. Okay, so the mentor is supposed to give understanding to whoever he's mentoring, because this will help the person to apply the Islamic principles in their daily life, which is what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, which is what I as a daya try to do. I try to break this religion down to you in plain, simple English and teach you how to apply the lessons to your personal life. Okay? So that needs to be explained to whoever you appoint as a mentor. And also the mentor can adopt different strategies to get the knowledge and understanding across to whoever he or she is mentoring. They can use storytelling, they can use quizzes, insightful feedback, you know, demonstrations from the world around us and all of that. So I really like this idea of going back, reviving a good sunnah. We talked about the hadith of reviving a good sunnah. There's no such thing as bid'ah hasana. There's no such thing as a good innovation. Umar radiallahu anhu, he did not innovate when he had gathered the people together to have them do the Taraweeh. He revived something that the prophet did and stopped because he didn't want the people to think it was an obligation. Well, the same with this. This is a good revival to go back to pairing Muslims up, especially the new shahadas, to pair a new shahada with a sister in the mosque. That's great. Okay, this will help to also illustrate the moral and ethical guidance that the new convert needs. You know, by pairing a new convert up with a sister who's been Muslim longer and who understands her religion well, you know, that new convert can learn how to handle people asking her, are you hot with all that stuff on? Because she can see the response that the sister who's her mentor gives. Okay, so this is really something great. And now when it comes to mentoring, there are several approaches that can be used. For example, you can do one-on-one mentoring. Okay, this entails a person being assigned to just one person to mentor. This helps to bring trust and also you can get real technical with that person. But there's a side effect to one-on-one mentorship. The side effect to one-on-one mentorship is that person that you're mentoring may become dependent on you for guidance. And that's one of the side effects of that. If you're going to team up a new convert with just that one sister, she'll end up becoming dependent on just that one sister for guidance. So that's the drawback to it. But this is a good thing still. Okay? And then another type of mentorship is group mentorship. Group mentorship emphasizes efficiency. It enables the mentor to simultaneously reach out and impact more people. It also encourages a supportive learning environment where the person that you are mentoring can learn from other people's experiences, can learn from other people's perspectives. And this also helps to bring brotherhood and sisterhood amongst the mentees. So there's one-on-one mentoring, And there's also group mentoring. And then the third type of mentoring is digital, which is what we do here at Sunnahfollowers. This approach offers unparalleled accessibility. It allows mentors to reach people across the world. You don't have to be in my presence. It respects modern life's schedules and commitments. It also allows flexibility. But the side effect to digital mentorship is the person can become a person that is socially incapable. What do I mean by that? That means that that person won't be able to engage with others socially. That person has become addicted to just being behind a screen, speaking from behind a screen. That happens to me when I was younger. When I first started giving my dawah on the internet in 1986, subhanAllah, I was just dependent on a screen. I mean, I didn't feel, well, I was young then too. I didn't feel comfortable being in the company of people. I felt shy in the company of people. So that's the thing about digital mentorship. You end up, I got moderators in there. Okay. So that's the drawback to digital mentorship. So now what I want to do is give you guys a quiz. Based on those three different types of mentorship, I want you guys to look at the scenario that I've come up with and tell me which type of mentorship do you think would be best? Because this is something that we need to do in the masajids. This is something that we need to do in our Islamic communities. And like I said, I was so proud to see that the mosque down the street from me is doing that. They have a youth mentorship committee. They have a new Shahada mentorship for women and a new Shahada mentorship for men. This is great. So let's see. Here's the first scenario. Amira suffers with low self-esteem issues. She also feels intimidated when she's around others. So which type of mentorship would be best for her? Group mentorship, digital mentorship, or one-on-one mentorship? And explain your answer. Who would like to try to answer this one? Amira suffers with low self-esteem and she feels intimidated when she's in the presence of others. So you want to mentor her to try to help break her out of that. Which type would be best for her? Group mentorship, digital mentorship, or one-on-one to help break her out of her self-esteem issues, to not make her feel so intimidated around others. Some people are just too shy. Shyness is a good thing, but don't be too shy. So what type of mentoring would you suggest for Amira? Who would like to answer that?
I would say digital mentorship.
Okay, what do you guys think about his answer? Digital mentorship. Why would you say digital? Why?
Because I remember I saw that digital means one-on-one. I mean, digital means her by herself.
Okay, do you guys agree with his answer?
Yeah, I would say if I'm choosing one, it would be like one-on-one. Digital is also good too, but like since you said she has low self-esteem, of course a group mentor would probably be the best one. And with the digital mentorship, she'll still technically be behind like a screen, so they can talk to her about coming out of that like self-esteem stuff, but I feel as though the one-on-one, she'll still be with someone in person, so they'll be able to help her better since she's with a person, since she's with the in person,
Yeah.
That makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Anybody else? Anybody else think?
My take on it, sometimes due to the fact that this sister might have low self-esteem, and even if it's one-on-one, she may feel a little intimidated, like someone's looking at her, and she might not feel open. In a digital mentorship, she could be behind the screen, feel a little bit more open to communicate with those around her, or if she remains to be a little, behind or a little quiet, but that will bring a little bit out. So it's iffy depending on what's going on.
Exactly.
But I feel both.
Exactly. There's no right or wrong way with this. Exactly. It could be either. It could be iffy, like you guys said, the digital, since she has low self-esteem issues and she feels intimidated in the presence of other people, that's a first baby step. That's a good step to pull her out of that, get her to come on the computer and interact online, because that way she's around other people, communicating with them, but she's comfortable in her own surrounding and environment, and they can't see her like that. So digital would be a good beginning. And then I would think that as she progresses, I would move her up to group mentorship to make her get comfortable with being around others. The one-on-one, I don't think she needs, because one-on-one would still keep her, she'll just become dependent on that one person. She'll just be comfortable with that one person. But digital would be a good way to begin to break her out of just, of speaking or being too shy to speak around people, and then move her up eventually to the group. What do y'all think about that? I think that's what y'all were saying, really, wasn't it? Isn't that what you guys were saying? That was pretty good.
Yes.
Mashallah, I'm proud of y'all. Brother Merard and the baby that answered, that was good. I'm proud of you. Okay, what about this?
Hold on YouTube. Sister Sakina said that one-on-one, because she can work on her self-esteem with one person who can help her slowly begin to be comfortable with others. And Amani said digital would be good as far as comfort, but group could get her to socialize more.
Exactly. The goal would be to get her into the group. Good job, Amani. Amani, great. Digital to start her off. And then the goal would be to get her into the group. One-on-one, there's no wrong answer. One-on-one would be good too. But I think if she took the one-on-one approach, it would take her longer. I think it would take her longer to come out of her shell. I think that the digital and then a group would bring her out of that shell quicker. Okay, let's look at the next scenario. Shanaz feels isolated and alone because she is the only Muslim in her city. She wants to find others like her so as she can connect. Which type of mentoring would be better for her? Group mentorship, digital mentorship, or one-on-one in her situation? She's isolated, alone, because she's the only Muslim in her area. And by the way, all of these are good. There's no wrong answer. But how do you guys think would be the best? Which approach do you think would be the best?
I would pick digital mentorship at first and then transition to a group mentorship, because maybe within the digital, they can direct her into somewhere she could go where she could find a group to interact with. And she's alone. We don't know if she has the people in her area, if the masjid doesn't feel like a comfortable place, or she doesn't have much friends. But that's where I would start with.
Good job. Anybody else? Good job. Anybody with a different approach?
I'll say one-on-one, just for the simple fact that it's always good to have that one person, but just don't depend on them all like that. But you can go places more so with the one person than you can with the group. But it's good if you like going somewhere out in a group. But I would pick one-on-one.
Good job. Good job. Anyone else? Mashallah. Go ahead.
If the group people were all Muslim, then I would first choose the group people because they're mostly.
Exactly. To be honest, with this scenario, any approach is good. Because remember, she's isolated. She's alone. She just wants to connect with anyone. She just wants to know that there's another Muslim out there. So even if it was one person, that would be great because she would have someone that she could attach to, connect to. You know, and if she could get a computer and connect with others around the world, that would be even better. And then if she could meet them physically in a group, that's better too. So in this scenario, a scenario of isolation, you feel isolated. You feel that you're the only Muslim around, even that one connection would be great. So any of these answers would be great for in a situation like that. Good job. What about this one? The last one. Carlos. Carlos is a new convert to Islam. He comes from a gang background, a background of violence. Which would be the best for him? Group mentorship, digital mentorship, or one-on-one? He comes from a really bad background, gang violence, guns, drugs, all of that. If you want to connect him, which would be best for him?
Digital.
Okay.
So coming from a gang, I would say for the beginning, I'm a new convert. I would say one-on-one. Why? Because he directly has someone that could serve as a mentor to give him positive feedback that he can learn from if he has any quick questions or whatnot. You know, they are there to interact with him and give him what he needs. He's not ready so much, so there's little steps he's got to take to.
Good job, Geechee. Yeah. Good job. Anyone else?
I agree with Geechee because he's coming from a gang, so he needs that one-on-one. So I agree with Geechee.
I agree. I think for this situation, he needs one-on-one because he needs to hit. This is he's come a new convert. His whole lifestyle is changing here. This is a man who has to embrace a whole new way of living, thinking, surviving, and everything else, you know. And so he might do better with a one-on-one. So that one-on-one can work with him into instilling the Islamic values, Islamic morality, Islamic ethics in him. So mashallah, that's what this was about. That's why I really like how Sheikh Kareem brought this up and included this into his book. This is an idea that a lot of the masajids, you know, you masjids, you need to work on, you know, put into effect. You got to, hopefully you guys took our advice and have a health and welfare committee. Not just a health and welfare committee to check on the people who are sick and alone, but now you want to put in some mentorship. You know, what brothers are willing to volunteer to be mentors to the new converts who are men, not women? What sisters are willing to volunteer to be mentors to the new female converts? And then our children, mentor them up, you know, mentor them up together. This is something good. So I'm going to stop right here. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Are there any questions or comments?
Yes, I wanted to say something that I felt was important that falls in line with this very class. We have our young students that come on Saturdays into the Zoom room, and even those, you know, kids we all know that are Muslim, and we always want to introduce them to positivity, the likeness, and also Islam. So I want to encourage all the parents here, if you have other children who are Muslim, they may feel isolated, they may not be encouraged in their surroundings or whatnot. Please try to set it up where you have other Muslim kids, and right here in Sunnahfollowers on Sundays, have them interact with each other. You know, we have to build this up for our children. You know, they're like-minded. They have the same likeness with each other to keep them encouraged within this deen and know that they have support with like-minded children, and that they can come and they can learn with each other. And that's what we're supposed to do in Islam. So I just wanted to say that because I was really trying to get the kids together to talk to each other and not be shy, but know that we're all there for them. That's all I wanted to say.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, and also, guys, before we end, let me share this with you all. We desperately need donations. Y'all know we are 300. Remember, we was $241 overdrawn yesterday. Now we're 300 and something overdrawn. God, don't let this account, don't let us end up being $1,000, $2,000 overdrawn, because we are a nonprofit organization. We don't have no money. We're not affiliated with a masjid. You know, subhanallah, guys, please support us. In fact, that's why I didn't have the ticker. Remember, they cut off our ticker. Oh, let me make a ticker. Yeah, let me make a ticker now. Cash App is Cash App. And then we got, what is it, Zelle? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I had to redo this because I don't know what happened. This is one of the bills that bounced, was this streaming program. That's why we 300 overdrawn, because that's 300. And then VIQ, my SEO program came out. We're 300 and something overdrawn because they took that out today too. The SEO program that I use. What else? Cash App, Zelle. We do PayPal, right? PayPal. PayPal me Sunnahfollowers. Or scan the QR code on top left. Okay, I had to make a new ticker. Hold on, let's try it and see if it works. Does it work? Let's see. Please support us. Cash App, Sunnahfollowers, Zelle, PayPal me /Sunnahfollowers, or scan the QR code on top left. Yes, guys, please support us, because like I said, it's going to keep going up. When you're overdrawn, this what, $30-something a day for this business account? Subhanallah. So please support us. It's the first of the month. We are $300 and something overdrawn because the streaming program came out, and also the SEO program came out that we use. We got other programs getting ready to come out too. That Canva and all of them are coming out. We're going to really be overdrawn. So please support us, guys, and think about the blessings you're going to get, because when you support us, you're keeping us on the internet. And whatever reward that Allah has given me and Jermali and the rest of us here for teaching, you will get that reward too. We're all talking about seeking forgiveness of our sins. Allah loves for us. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah loves for us to repent and then follow up our repentance with a good deed. What better deed than giving in charity to support the Muslims around the world with knowledge? Oh yeah. The best gift that you can give to any human being is the gift of knowledge of Allah, because it's the knowledge of Allah that's going to save us from the hellfire. We can't stop death from happening. We can't stop people from dying. But we can, give knowledge of Allah to people to save them from the hellfire. So when you donate to support this website, think about that. Anyone that listens to any of our lectures here, or comes to any of my classes and learns anything, you will get the reward because you kept us on the internet. So please support us. Okay, are there any other questions or comments? All right, the next class, no, that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was the signs of the last hour, wasn't it? Yeah. So today is enjoining the good. Yes, today will be my enjoining the good and forbidding the evil class, and that class will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I'm going to log out for right now, and we'll be back. Subhana kala huma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta